freedom before?
Action. Don't eat just yet, you poor lost lamb.
This is freedom now.
Wow. This is your third time eating this hour. Stop eating, you're gonna get fat.
This is freedom before.
Pick up my food.
Yes, ma'am.
This is freedom now.
Pick up my food. Pick up my food.
What the heck?
This is freedom before.
You already been out twice this month.
Why I had to stay here?
This is freedom before.
I don't want to be civilized. I'm running away.
This is freedom now.
Screw this. I'm looking out, bro.
Tyrese, what does freedom mean to you?
It could mean many things, especially for our generation. It could mean the freedom to be able to go to places, hang out with friends, or be able to do things that we weren't allowed to because of strict rules that our parents give us. But to some other people, it could be a freedom of expression through writing or art, like movies or a picture. People can show freedom in many different ways. It's just how people play it out.
So, do you think the definition of freedom has changed over the years?
It definitely has, because freedom back then could mean that it was free from slavery or from working. Especially in the younger generation now, freedom isn't really, it's not as strict as it normally would be. Like kids right now, you see kids with like phones. When we were kids, our phones were like made out of plastic. But back then it was a lot more different because they were forced to do things rather than them wanting to express their own feelings.
So, do you think freedom is the same for every individual?
Not necessarily, no. Because people have their own way of thinking and their means of freedom can differ because of how they interpret the word. Some people might think it's a way to leave home, like college or school. Some people might think it's just a word that means really nothing to them. It's just something that happens. But to some people, especially in the East where they could look for opportunities like going here, it could mean a lot more freedom for their family to earn more and to find more opportunity.
What does freedom mean to you?
Freedom to me means that we are able to do what we want, with whatever our parents say and whatever our parents let you do. Freedom, like when you're a little kid, freedom, you get more freedom as you get older. Your parents give you more freedom and you're able to do more things, and it's all about trust and doing.
Do you think you have a lot of freedom?
I think I have enough freedom. Freedom comes with trust, and if you break your parents' trust or anybody else's trust, you won't have the freedom you want or the freedom they give you. So it's all about trust, and the more people trust you, the more freedom you'll have.
What does freedom mean to you?
Freedom means like you can do what you want, whatever, like no matter what happens. But there's consequences, which ties up to the law, which is real world problems. So you can go to jail for doing basically anything, which restricts freedom from basically meaning freedom. Freedom is to be free to do what you want, but you can't really be free.
What does freedom mean to you?
Freedom for me means like the ability to go to school. I feel like that's really lame, but the ability to have education and proceed in life, the freedom to learn, Also, just the freedom to do whatever whatever I want under my parents' rules, of course. But I feel like also as being a girl, like it was way different back then. And when I'm older, I'm gonna be able to vote. And back then, girls couldn't go to school, but now girls can go to school. So I feel really grateful for having those opportunities. Freedom to me also means like equality, how everybody's treated equal and everybody has the same amount of freedom.
Do you think everybody deserves freedom?
I do think everybody deserves freedom, but probably to a certain extent. So I think that freedom, or the lack of freedom, is a good thing, because that if you do something bad and people take away like something from you, you know, they're like, oh, you can't go, you know, out of the house or anything, then you'll kind of like realize and like adjust the way that you do things to make it, you know, better, and it'll make you learn from your mistakes more.
How do you express your freedom?
So I express freedom not only in a way like where I get free of like people's expectations or regulations or anything like that, or rules maybe, but more like within myself as well. But I can also express freedom like within myself. Like say I feel really trapped in a situation, or you know, kind of about like my state at the time, I can kind of just think about it, like just relieve it and be, you know, free of anything, you know, as long as I think about it.